What's going on, guys? Pegasus from the Wisefire Alliance, and we're here to break down yet another video. This time it's an important update on the COVID update that they put on YGO organization. Kind of interesting, but it's basically a breakdown in Europe because of what happened in New Zealand and Australia and EMEA. I don't know if that's the United Emirates. I don't know what in the world that is, but the update is specifically breaking down how they're going to go about opening up, as all of these countries haven't had a case of COVID in the last month. So we're just going to go down the list. The first rule in place is saying you can no longer touch your opponent's cards or items. That sounds stupid. Anyway, you should be carrying alcohol-based hand sanitizer with you and be using it frequently throughout any event. Logical. I mean, I was already doing that. You know, Yu-Gi-Oh players are nasty, but let's move on. If you display any symptoms of illness such as fever, cough, dry cough, tiredness, difficulty breathing, chest pains, or pressure, do not attend events. Interesting. If you show any symptoms or signs of illness, tournament organizers reserve the right to deny entry to the venue. Should entry be refused, Konami and or tournament organizers are not responsible for expenses. So not only do you have to wash your butt now, Yu-Gi-Oh players, now you have to make sure that you don't have any signs of illness. So you probably want to bring a thermometer on trips with you if they do open back up to YCSs. That's not going to happen anytime soon. Follow all local social distancing rules. So basically wherever you are in the United States, and Europe, this may result in restrictions on how many people can be in a venue, distance, and rules regarding protection equipment. When trading cards, use hand sanitizer after touching someone else's belongings. They actually made a typo. Ask permission to touch things. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Basic things that you should know as a human being anyway. If the local government requires face protection in a venue, you must be responsible for having said equipment. Konami encourages you, even if the local government for some reason does not require face protection equipment, you had to do so anyway. By facial protection, they mean things like surgical masks, homemade cotton mouth masks, protective visors, and things to cover your mouth and nose. Smartphones are now being allowed to be at Tier 1 events, sneak peeks, duelist leagues, and official tournament store tier events, but only for keeping track of life points via calculator, as well as using the card database for checking text and translations. We'll also got to mention quickly that the Project Neuron, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Neuron thing, is going to be a new app on everybody's phone pretty soon. It's only in Japan right now. I guess they're kind of giving it a trial run, or they're just not going to give it to TCG at all. But it's most definitely important because they're going to want to sell that. So that's, I think, why they put that in there. Last but not least, it says, as touching your opponent's cards is heavily frowned upon during this COVID-19 pandemic, your opponent has the right to request you to shuffle your deck again as a final cut, which is a change from the past where the person who controlled the deck would ask for the final cut. So let me know what you think down in the comments. Do you think it's going to come over to TCG? Let me know what you think. I'm out. YG, baby. Opening at Team Chaos. Shout out to Phil. We're going to get his shoulders. He doesn't want to be seen. We're going to get his shoulders, though.
I'm extremely paranoid.
It's coming right here.
We're going to get it, though.
The people have been pulling wild shit out of these sets.
I pulled the Chaos Emperor Dragon yesterday, and out of his 2 boxes, I pulled 2 of them. I think a total out of 6 boxes, we pulled like 4.
How much are they? Like,
They're all about, the lowest I saw was like 119.
yeah.
But still, $100 is $100. I wouldn't sleep on that. I don't like this though. He should not be anything lower than like a super, maybe.
Yeah.
But
He's kind of weird looking.
hey, Chaos Mace. Busted card if you don't know. Now you do. Gamma. Good. Yeah, certain Chaos Mace. Oh, this is a tune pack. $2.
We're going to get rid of
haven't seen any researchers.
It's right here, I'm telling you. Get it.
Are you not willing to invest in
I'm kind of like on that. I don't have because like I don't know what they're at right now. I just asked them if they could like six. The best and I don't like it. I like Seeker because it works and it works well with all of them.
Coming right here. Right here, I'm telling you.
And research is just I go second.
The Noble Knight,
Which one?
the level one.
Level 1, the only one that's ever seen.
I want that one too.
Shout out to the random cards down here they already been through.
Once you've seen 2 packs, you've seen all the commons, rares, only rares. Probably one of the most common supers in here. Bar none.
It needed to be seen anyway, because
No, didn't.
acid it used to be expensive as hell though.
I know. Should have kept it.
I love his art. Yeah, I got Driver. Again, I got another reprint.
That's what I don't like. This set is extremely weird to me.
Yeah. Another random. It's good because the secret's like 13 still.
Yeah.
It's good for something.
Shout out to all the randomness. Rare Desires is everywhere, I guess.
Yes.
I got a black focus.
Appreciate that.